Hello everyone, my name is Amar Sulieman and I'm presenting my assignment for the ongoing project for Module 1, Unit 1. The country I've selected to use across this course timeline is Ethiopia. And in this few minutes video, I'm going to talk about development in Ethiopia. So my talk will include an introduction about the development status in Ethiopia, and I'm going also to provide an overview about the development factors in Ethiopia, and finally I'm going to skim through how the international aid is effective and efficient in Ethiopia. To start with, according to the UNDP, the United Nations Development Program, Ethiopia is ranked as number 174 out of 189 countries. That is based on the Human Development Index developed by the United Nations Development Program. So this confirms that Ethiopia is one of the less developed countries around the world, and this is based on the data that I got from the UNDP for their Human Development Report 2019. In terms of the overview of the development factors that are affecting Ethiopia, the four development factors, which is geography, values and cultures, factor endowment, and institutions. So in terms of geography, Ethiopia is located within the south part of the world, which is normally considered as less developed compared to the northern part of the globe. Ethiopia is a locked land country, and Ethiopia is using the ports of the neighboring countries, Djibouti and Eritrea as well. And Ethiopia also have suffered from drought and drought crisis, during the last few years. And consequently, because of the drought, that raises the food security challenges in Ethiopia. And meanwhile, also in 2020, Ethiopia experienced the worst low-cost invasion in decades, where also it was a big challenge and threat for food security and livelihood of millions of Ethiopians. In terms of values and cultures, Ethiopians are known, they have a deep-rooted, societal norms that shaping how the interaction is happening within the society, and society values and beliefs are very much important, and they have a positive impact on the development that based on a report from the World Bank. And finally, also Ethiopians are known for their togetherness, collective efforts, and they show also society solidarity and unity, which is also helped the development at the bigger scale. In terms of factor endowment, the land ownership in Ethiopia has got many limitations, and the law is limiting the exchange of law between locals, nationals, and also expats. Ethiopian in terms of population are around 115 millions, which makes Ethiopia ranked as number 12 globally. And in terms of population growth, Ethiopia is number 27. That's based on the World Population Prospects from the United Nations report. So that means also in terms of labor, Ethiopia has a very rich country in terms of labor. Ethiopia also is known as one of the poorest African countries. However, that means that Ethiopia has got access to the global financial system because it has Ethiopia is hosting the African Union, and they have good relations with the World Bank and the other international financial institutions. In terms of institutions, Ethiopia is a modern democracy, as the Ethiopians claim, and based on many reports. So they have some level of good civil service. But again, the recent violence in the country also hinders the political stability, and it's a challenge within the country. And meanwhile, also there are some current studies that confirming that political deterioration in Ethiopia is harmfully affecting the economic development in the country. And within the same regard, as we're talking about institutions in Ethiopia, the rule of law and corruption, mismanagement, and absence of a strong civil society and political interference also is affecting the development factors within Ethiopia. Finally, in this presentation, I'm going to talk about how international aid played a significant role in Ethiopia's development since the middle of the last century. So Ethiopia is known as the, let's say, or ranked as number 7 largest recipient of global aid out of 169 countries that are receiving aid globally. Their net official development assistance to Ethiopia reached $1.9 billion in 2006. Ethiopia was able to get all this, let's say, amount of foreign aid because of two things. When the regime change happened in 1991, and they started implementing the structural adjustment program, the country also started enjoying large increase in aid when they also started, when they launched the poverty reduction strategy in 2001. And Ethiopia has got a strong relationships with the International Development Association, which is part of the World Bank Group, and the European Commission, and USAID, African Development Fund, and all the, let's say, the known African, let's say, development institutions and the global ones. So they have some bilateral aid sources from USA, UK, Italy, Canada, Germany, Ireland, Japan, Netherlands, Norway, and Sweden. Thank you very much. That's the end of my video for this assignment. Thank you.